violence and people who live to devour through passion. I've been through everything, never felt hatred that threw off my actions. Lacking ability, fighting the odds, I always outlast them. Breaking through walls, I'll smile through anything, always adapting. Tragic, ever since you've been attacking. Shigaraki been a captain. Played you couldn't see the acting. There's laughing, keep asking. Airy safe, we've been tracking. Think it's time we send you packing. I've been feeling like a dragon, so I'm acting. One time for the new age. Everybody but the shine up a UA. We've been steady on the grind, it's a new pay.
Alright, we go for the
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Oh, Elohim la YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI YAHAWAH. In the Hebrew tongue, that means all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, our power. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad, man. To you, sincere Akim and Akbar that are tuning in. Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom to you.
So shalom, shalom, Yahawah. Shalom, we are your brothers, warriors be outside. All right, I'm your brother, and I'm your brother, Mafia.
His brother Noom right here.
I got a brother Noom with me. All right, we are your brothers, warriors be outside, out in the H-Town, pushing, preaching the good news of the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And the downfall
of Babylon, boy.
All right, so no word is edifying. We're straight to the point. So the lesson, the Spirit came onto us earlier about how, real soon, people are going to experience, their bank accounts get empty, their wallet empty,
and their stomach.
And what comes after that? An empty stomach, boy. All right. God. Hey, shalom, Yahawah Basham Yahawah.
Shalom, Yahawah Basham.
We click on that. All right, so I'm gonna start with Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 11.
11, verse 11.
And then verse 14.
Verse 14.
All right, so the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 11. And it says, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahawah Basham Yahawashi, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Ooh. So when evil is brought upon you fucking 2/3, you wicked motherfuckers, all right, and you start crying out to our power because it comes to realization like, damn, the very men that I've been scoffing at, I didn't take heed to, they've been keeping it real this whole time, and you're going to try to cry out to our power, he ain't going to listen to your stupid ass, all right?
Yeah, that's crazy because that also goes to that scripture that says, I will laugh at your calamity when your troubles come as a whirlwind or something like that, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, when you start catching pure hell, you start crying out to our power, he's gonna fucking laugh at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you catching pure fucking hell. Man. All right. So verse 14, right? It says, therefore, pray not thou for this people. All right, the 2/3. We ain't gonna pray for you, wicked ass fucking 2/3. All right, fuck you. All right, fuck you, man. All right. Yes, at the end of the day, deep down, we got love for our nation, but also deep down, fuck you. All right. Therefore, pray not though for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
And so you're gonna be crying to the Lord Yahawah Basham Yahawashi. Guess we not even fucking hear you, man.
He's not even going to hear our prayers. He's not even going to hear the prayers of the elect, those who chose trying to pray for the 2/3. All right. So in the NIV, the New International Version, right? Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 11, and then verse 14. It says, therefore, this is what the Lord Yahawah Basham Yahawashi says. And we know that when our Lord speaks, it's nothing but commands and orders.
Yeah.
All right. So whenever our power says something, it's an order, it's a command. Okay, it's something that He's going to do, and we must, obey it. Okay. It says, therefore, this is what the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI says: I will bring on them a disaster they cannot escape. YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI is going to bring a disaster upon you. Fucking 2/3, you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native American Indians, and you Israelite foreigners. He's going to bring a disaster on you 2/3 that you
cannot escape, man. That's crazy. Think about that shit. You think you're gonna be able to escape these things, man? You think you're gonna be able to hide somewhere in a building, somewhere that gives you some sort of concealment, but you still gonna perish, man. You still gonna fucking perish. You're gonna die.
It doesn't matter how well built their bunkers are.
No.
Doesn't matter the kind of security tech you got.
None of that shit fucking matters to the most
high.
How about outside, man?
None
of that matters, man.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a scripture that goes into how, just paraphrasing, how pray that you are you pray that you are worthy enough to escape the wrath of the Lord YAHAWAH. Because there's no escape,
man. Exactly. There is no escape. No escape, man.
God.
That's scary, man. Fear the Lord YAHAWAH, man.
Like I say, it's a fearful thing
to fall into the hands of the living power, man.
It's a fearful thing, right? Because there's no escape.
No fucking escape, man.
All right. It says, therefore, this is what the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI says: I will bring on them a disaster they cannot escape. Although they cry unto me, I will not listen to them. So the 2/3 are going to be crying out to our power, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, but He ain't going to listen to your duck ass, all right?
Oh, man.
So verse 14, and because He's not going to listen to y'all, right? Verse 14, do not pray for this people. All right? Don't pray for the 2/3, all right?
You brothers that's sincere in this truth, man.
All right?
No.
Or offer any plea or petition for them, because I would not listen when they call to me in the time of their distress. So if you in this truth, and let's say your mother, your father, your favorite
sister,
cousin, your favorite cousin, who you always see at the cookouts, your childhood friend, don't pray for these motherfuckers, because what? YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is not even going to listen to your prayer when you try to pray for these wicked motherfuckers, okay?
Hey, what's that worldly way? It says it goes in one ear and out the other. That's how it's going to be, man. You'll be like, what? What just happened? Oh, ain't shit.
Gone. Yep. What is it?
Exactamente.
Exactamente. Yeah. You get that, Ezekiel.
Yeah. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Wait. What it says, not satisfy their souls, and what? Is like towards the end.
Yeah, they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels. So fill, man.
Fill their bowels. So take heed to that, okay? I'm going to read it in the NIV version.
And what's fill, man? Meaning what?
Eat. Yeah, you're not going to be able to,
man, you're not going to be able to eat shit.
You're not going to be able to feed your hunger, satisfy your hunger.
No.
Okay? So I'm going to get the NIV version real quick, okay? Of what the brother Ednum just read. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19, in the New International Version. They will throw their silver into the streets, and their gold will be treated as an unclean thing. As a thing unclean. If you read that in the NLT version, it goes into how they shall pretty much their money should be like worthless trash.
Worthless trash.
So it doesn't matter how much, let's say, it doesn't matter how fat your bank is. It doesn't matter how your 401k looks like.
How much bags you got in the bank, bro.
Yep.
It don't matter about none of that shit, man.
It doesn't matter how much cash you got in your fucking Jordan box. Right? In your Nike box. All right?
You might as well stack that up and use it to clean your fucking ass, man.
Exactly. It's gonna be worthless trash. Worthless trash because what? There's only one way of how you're gonna be able to feed yourself. And we're gonna get to that next in the book of Revelation, all right? But hold on.
Hey, just stand fast. We got you.
Stand fast. It says they will throw their silver into the streets, and their gold will be treated as a thing unclean. Their silver and gold will not be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. So it doesn't matter what your credit score look like.
No.
It doesn't matter the amount of riches you have here in Babylon. You got a nice car. You got a lot of money in your bank account, in your savings account. You got a job that's very stable. It's not enough to help have you escape the wrath of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
What you gonna do? You're gonna talk to the Lord. Hey, Lord, I got $1 million.
Yep.
What the fuck is that gonna do?
My credit score is like 730.
It's an 800.
800.
I've been doing good here, Lord. Please save me.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here, man.
Check this out, right? I'm gonna finish it. They will throw their silver into the streets, and their gold will be treated as an unclean thing. If you want out about yourself, get the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 to 17. There's a priest that goes with this. They shall buy or sell. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And now we get 16 and what?
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 to 17. He calls both small and great, rich and poor, rich and poor to receive a mark. And then verse 17 goes into they should not buy unless they have the mark practically. And what they be. Yeah, because it's going to support what we're seeing right now.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
So say they will throw their silver into the streets, and their gold will be treated as a thing unclean. Their silver and gold will not be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI's wrath. It will not satisfy their hunger or fill their stomachs. All right, let me read it again.
It will not satisfy their hunger.
It will not satisfy their hunger or fill their stomachs,
man.
For it has caused them to stumble into sin.
Bros, think about that. Think about that. It don't matter how much money you got. You still not going to be able to feed yourself, man.
Unless you had that charagma. All right? Unless you had that artificial intelligence to the R, to the F, to the I, to the D, to the C, to the H, to the I, to the P in your fucking flesh.
Carved in you, man. Unless you got that thing in you, you ain't doing shit.
Yep. And let's say those who have a business right now, you ain't gonna be able to have that business that you have unless you got that fucking charagma in you.
Shit, your only business is gonna be fucking getting busy trying to fucking find food.
You got it. You can read Revelation out.
Come on.
Well, real quick, let me get this out real quick. The brother got a pretty good precept.
Ooh.
All right. And it's very true. It's very true. You can read it right here. If you want.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of the wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death, man. So riches of this world, you can have so much money, you can have a very stable job, you can have money in your savings account, a good credit score. Man. No amount of riches in this world is going to be able to deliver you from the wrath of power. Man, we got to read that again, man. Look, you got it. Riches profit not in the day of the wrath, man, but righteousness delivereth from death, man. From death. What the, bro? But righteousness delivered from death. And what's that righteousness? Taking heed to this very teachings that you stupid motherfuckers keep scoffing at, and taking heed to the right doctrine, the true doctrine, man. The very teachings, the doctrine that GMS teaches, the 144% truth, man. And any other camps that teach
the same doctrine. All right?
God.
You take heed to that doctrine. You turn away from your old nature and put on the new nature, right? You start walking, you throw away from walking in the spirit of Esau and start walking in the spirit of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI as a daughter of Zion, right? And just try your best to rehearse the righteous acts of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI so you can be found worthy to be delivered from death.
Hey, and that paper dollar, hey, it's going bye-bye.
Khan, that paper dollar's going bye-bye. If I'm mistaken, you read didn't you read that in Ezekiel?
Yeah.
7 verse 19?
Yeah, they should cast their fucking they silver and their gold into the streets, man. It's worthless trash, man.
Hold on, you know what? Since we read that, hey, the spirits came on, like, hey, fuck, we might as well bring that in the New Living Translation.
Ooh.
Because the New Living Translation is much more English. Chapter 7, yeah, chapter 7 verse 19, yeah. NLT version, the NLT, the New Living Translation, all right? It's very straight to the point. It's a slap in the face. All right.
Hey, but it's a good slap in the face to wake your fucking ass up, man.
I
got you.
You can read when you see it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 19, again in the New Living Translation. Like it. They will throw their money in the streets, tossing it out like worthless trash, man. Worthless trash.
Worthless trash. So it doesn't matter how many hundreds you got in your fucking Jordan box, your Adidas box, your fucking Nike box.
How many bands you got stacked up, man?
Whatever shit you have is going to be worthless because the only way you're going to be able to buy food, to get water, to get medicine, to get supplies, whatever you need for your life, you're going to have to get that charagma. And the brother's going to read it in Revelation. We haven't got it yet, but he's going to read it in Revelation.
We done got you. Stand fast, man. Their silver and gold won't save them on the day of the Lord's YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI's anger, man.
So it doesn't matter what that bag looks like. All right, doesn't matter how fat, how thin, how full it looks. It's not going to fucking save you from the wrath, from the judgment of YAHAWAH
BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man.
You got it.
It will neither satisfy nor feed them, for their greed can only trip them up, man.
So the part where it says it will neither satisfy or feed them. How are you going to be able to feed yourself to satisfy your stomach? The bird's going to get it in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. Straight to the point.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads.
In verse 17?
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man.
So check this out in the New Living Translation. It's crazy.
Oh, shit.
You know how it says he caused all?
Yeah.
Our power in the NIV version consider as Esau as it. He didn't even say he, didn't say it. 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 Right?
Let me see that shit.
Yeah, real talk. Look it.
Hey, Shalaki, I wanted to see this.
Revelation 13.
It also, oh my God, it also forced people.
Right? Check this out. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 to 17.
Hey, Esau, that's how you know you ain't shit, man.
And the scripture does say how, like, when you read it in, I think in a T version, how the nation of Edom, the so-called white people, are considered as a people that's a nation that's not even a people.
Oh, damn. Man, you below that.
Oh, God. All right, so it says it, not even he. It says it also forced. It says forced all people, great and small, right? So the nation of Edom is known as it here. it's also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark, right? To receive that charagma, right? That artificial intelligent, thing that goes inside.
Yep.
To receive a mark on their right hands or in their foreheads. And we know that if you get that charagma anywhere inserted into your body, that's
really quick for edification purposes, man. It ain't talking about they're gonna lift a part of your forehead right here and you're gonna have a bulge, bro. When they say your forehead, bro, they're talking about your cerebral spinal column, which has an immense amounts of stimulation nerve endings that communicate with all the nerve endings in your body, man.
If
So it goes directly up in there. You know how they in spirituality they say your third eye and all that shit. It goes right where that shit is, man.
Because if you look at the brain, like the nervous system, is connected with the spine.
Yes, man.
And if you have access to that nervous system in the spine, you can control the whole fucking being. The whole
you can
man,
control
the
everything
woman.
because honestly, that's where everything starts. It starts with a thought. In the thought of you thinking of moving your leg, it'll move, right? So just imagine you get that charagma in your head, right? Or your so-called forehead. They're gonna insert in your cerebral spinal column, which will allow them to have full access to you. So you think you're a free man. Oh, I can walk now because I couldn't walk. Yeah, they controlling your ass to fucking walk, man. The so-called miracles that the scriptures say that they're gonna talk about, that they're gonna, I was able to walk, this charagma that I got in my cerebral spinal column. Hey, man, that's not a fucking miracle, man. You're not doing that yourself, man. They are doing it for you, man. You are being controlled. So just imagine how much more so you're gonna be controlled later on down in life, man. You're gonna be thinking you're doing something, but it's not even of you.
Yep.
It's of them. And the fact that man's goings is not of himself, but of the Lord. YAHAWASHI W4Y. Just imagine, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, the book of Job says that. We just quoted the book of Job, how a man's goings is of the Lord.
So how does a man truly know his own fucking way, man?
Yeah,
come on now.
Exactly. So again, also you get that verse 17.
Come on. Got verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
And we just read in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19, how it's paraphrased how towards the ending of that scripture, how they should now satisfy their hunger, their bowels.
Their bowels, man, they're not gonna be able to fucking eat, man.
Why? Because the current, dollars, like the current, currency is gonna be worthless, and the only way you'll be able to satisfy your hunger to be able to feed yourself if you get that charagma.
If you submit and worship to that fucking mark of the beast, man.
And we just, and the brother and Noom just read it in Revelation 13 and 16. It calls all what? Both small and great, rich and poor.
And honestly, real quick for edification purposes, we should read 15 too.
But yeah, in order for you to be able to feed, to satisfy your hunger, feed your bowels, you gotta have that charagma. You gotta have that R. You gotta have that to the R, to the F, to the I, to the D, to the C, to the H, to the I, to the B. All right, in order to satisfy your hunger, to better buy yourself. You got it?
Going back up 2 verses, and it reads, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
And how does he have power to give image to the beast? With his pen, with his laws. He can decree a law.
His unrighteous decrees he can do with the fucking right of his own fucking pen, man.
When it comes to life. All right.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship, the image of the beast should be killed, man. So go ahead and don't submit to his fucking beast image, man.
I got that in the NIV. Verse 15 says, the second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could not speak. And this is the point here, and cause all who refuse
Refuse, man.
Those who refuse, I said, and all who refuse to worship the image to be killed.
So go ahead and don't submit to this worship, to the image of the beast, man. Go ahead and don't submit. Guess what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna be on that chopping block, man.
You're gonna have your eyes ready for that guillotine to chop your fucking head off.
You don't believe that shit real?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Watch.
Yep.
Go ahead and don't believe the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, man. That's gonna happen to you. That's gonna happen to you, man.
And we're coming to a time where we can already see. We already see that the evil arrows of famine, the evil arrows of shortages.
Hey, they've been slowly shot, man. They've been slowly.
It's already here because what? We can see the sown places appearing more unsown, man. More unsown. It's going to come to the point where shall the sown places appear unsown suddenly. Just paraphrasing. So if you want, you can get that second Ezra chapter 16, verse 22, because many people are going to perish from a fucking famine. All right.
Hey, it's right here too, man.
You got it.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish. That dwelleth upon earth shall perish, man, of famine. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, man. And shall the sword destroy, man.
And how people are going to escape the famine? Cannibalism.
They're going to be eating their own fucking kids, man.
Humans are going to be eating humans. Put it that way, straight to the point. People are going to be able to escape the famine by pretty much humans eating humans. All right. So the brother read that, right? I'm gonna get in the same book, Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 24. Because we're gonna come to a time real soon. We see it in the spirit, through the spirit of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. We see how once that squeeze of discomfort come upon people here in Babylon, people are going to start viewing their friends
as fucking enemies,
their parents, their brethren, their kinfolks, their friends as enemies. Because of what? Because of the famine. Because of what? Of the lack of bread, tribulation. Right. So I'm gonna get this.
Is there a scripture in 15? Yeah, right here, man.
Nah, I'm gonna get this real quick. What you got? What came through the spirit?
It said, man, wait, hold on.
You said 15, right?
Yeah, this is 15. A man shall not have no pity right here. A man shall have no pity right here.
That verse 18?
Yep, 19.
19. So let me get this first.
Go ahead.
All right, and that pretty much goes tie. Yep. So the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 24, and it says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Friends.
Friends.
Somebody you used to fucking hang out with, man. Somebody you had a great relationship with, man. Somebody you used to hang out and go to the bar with and go to the fucking club with, man. Friends.
Your so-called day one.
Your fucking day ones, man. Exactly, your fucking day ones. And now, guess what? Now you're gonna see them as a fucking enemy.
Yep. And we read from the book itself, right?
From the book itself, man. You're gonna see them as a fucking enemy, man.
It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And when enemies fight, is what? To
the fucking death, man.
To the death. And it says, and the earth shall stand in fear. Fear with those that dwell therein. And this is another thing that we're going to come into too. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So your water system is not going to be able to run for a period of time. You're not going to be able to take a shower how you normally take a shower.
So guess what? Get used to fucking being a stink ass.
So get used to not being able to take a shower early in the morning.
Because being able to take a shower is a fucking luxury now.
Yeah.
In these times that we're coming into, it's gonna be a fucking luxury, man.
The things that people take for granted now are going to become a luxury.
A luxury, man.
Just being able to turn on your water fountain to get a cup of cold water is going to become a luxury.
And that's because if you get that.
Because of what? Because of what? It says the springs of the fountain shall stand still.
Still.
And in the 3 hours they shall not run. So
ain't no water passing through, man.
No, you won't be able to turn on your shower, your bathtub, flush the toilet, turn on the sink so you your bathroom sink so you ready to brush your teeth.
You wanna wash your mouth? Yeah, you ain't gonna do that shit. Man.
Wash dishes, get some water, get some quick cold water from your kitchen sink. It's not gonna be running, right? And it's gonna get you and we see in many films like the movie with Tom Hardy, what's that movie where like it's all desert and shit, and it's like vehicles out there. Damn, I can't remember the name of it.
I was gonna say you stumped the hell out of me, man. You done got me off guard.
But it was a scene where when they finally unleashed like the water fountain, like to get water, people was like running to get that water, but their buckets out. They were kind of aggressive with one another, pushing each other.
Hey, but that's scriptural, man.
And that's what it says. And it's going to get to the point where this damn devil is going to be controlling. He's going to be engineering at what time frame during the day
that you're going to be able to get water, to receive water, man. And if you ain't got that pragma, man, you ain't going to receive shit.
Pretty much, if you're not the first one there to get the water, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, and that could be true too.
And that's
first come, first serve, man.
Yep, yeah, exactly. First come, first serve. So if you're not the first ones, people are gonna start fighting. They're gonna get more aggressive with one another, trying to get there first to get the waters of the fountains.
And guess what? Every day you might see it get lower and lower. The numbers of people shall dwindle because a lot more people shall be killed because of what is going on, man.
And because of that, what? We're gonna read it again. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So people are going to start fighting like enemies because, they know that at this time during the day, this is the only time they're going to have water.
And just to reiterate, man, what do fucking enemies do, man? They fight into the fucking death, man. They fight into the death. The survival of the fittest shall prevail. They fight into the death.
Yep. So we're coming into those times. We see that people that's considered as so-called friends, they love each other, they respect each other, they're going to start fighting like enemies. It's going to be, when they start fighting like enemies, it's going to seem like they were never friends.
It's going to definitely seem like they were never friends.
It's going to get that bad out here.
Because you got to understand, they're probably gonna have slight animosity towards one another. They probably always had it. Like, oh, this person thinks like this, or they always swear they like this, and they always had that slight animosity in their mind. But they brushed it off for their friendship because of the days that we are in. Everything is peaceful, loving, fucking caring, a bunch of faggot bullshit. But when those days come, when everything's fucking out of whack, they're not gonna see shit like that anymore, man.
Hey, by the way, real quick, since the brother just said the F word faggot, if any you one of motherfucking LGBT groups that try to report this
shit, I don't give a fuck,
hold on. Those that support this shit, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI Shalak Rayam your ass, motherfucker. All right, may YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI execute judgment on you fucking wicked motherfuckers, okay? All right, but go ahead, you got out.
But like I was saying, man, just like these fucking people, man. Just like they be trying to fucking be all okay at these times, bro. The times we're coming into, you're not gonna be okay with one another, man. You're gonna be fighting against one another. You're gonna be fucking trying to kill one another, just for the simplicities, the simplicities of life, man. Water, food. And shelter, man, just a place to stay. And the fact that you're not gonna have protection from anyone is gonna be on you. Hey, Lord, hey, Lord willing, you are protected. Lord willing, you are in this truth sincerely, man, because you're gonna need this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be the stability of your times, man. You're gonna need it. Because if you're not in this truth, hey, it is what it is, man. And may the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, Shalak Rayom your ass, man. Fucking for real.
And we serious about this. When we say
man, we don't give a fuck, man.
Shalak Rayom Yahawah, we mean it.
We fucking mean it, man.
You know why our power to bring judgment on you wicked motherfuckers, okay? Because we tired of this fucking
We've been fucking tired of this shit, man. We've been tired. We hate waking up every fucking day to the same bullshit. Every fucking day.
Seeing you wicked motherfuckers still getting to walk around here
like everything's okay. Like everything's okay, man. Fuck all that.
Nah, fuck that. We want to see you motherfuckers start catching some final destination type of judgment. Even worse.
Right before our eyes. And guess what? You know what we gonna do? We're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, when we see Lord willing,
man.
See you 2/3 motherfuckers and anyone that's outside the congregation of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, right? Catching some kind of pure fucking hell, some crazy ass judgment.
We're gonna keep it fucking moving.
We're gonna give praise to our power. Call Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
Man, call Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man.
Judgment on you motherfuckers. And for those out there that wanna label us as fearmongers, yeah, we
fearmongers. Man, fuck you. We are fearmongers, man.
We fearmongers because we fear our power.
And everything is verbatim off the fucking Bible, man. Everything is in here.
Come on. We ain't gonna prophesy sweet things. We gonna tell you the way it is. Because we fear YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Again, it's a fearful
fucking thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man.
YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So fuck you. All right? You want to be wicked? May YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI Shalak Rayom your ass. All right? All right? So, if you want, I'm going to get Jeremiah chapter 19, verse 9. You can get, I think it's Isaiah chapter 9, verse 20.
Isaiah?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. 9, verse 20. Chapter 9. Verse 20.
Oh, 9. I said 9.
But let me double check this. Oh my God. Let me just double check something.
It's lucky. Real quick.
9
and 9, you said?
Hold on. I just ripped another page.
Nah, it's okay. I gotta rip it.
Okay, yeah, chapter 9, verse 20.
Hey, I got it.
And I'm gonna get that in another.
Because I know I didn't get that myself.
So I'm gonna get that in another version real quick. Hold on. We'll get another version.
The NLT. We want to get the
No, I think it's a CEV version, if I'm mistaken.
That's where I put you on that CEV.
God, you did. You put me on game with that CEV version, man.
Oh, come on, fucking Esau, man.
You just gotta refresh the bullshit. Hold on, wait. You know how Esau does with fucking things,
man. Fuck this nigga, man.
So
I really put you on game with
Esau. Yeah, you did.
He was like, damn, that CEV fucking deep, boy.
Okay, yeah.
20.
Yeah, let me go to twos real quick, and then let me get the Bibles real quick. Let me go to the Bible. Let me get the CEV version, something like that.
Go to.
Yeah, I think okay. Well,
CSB is pretty good too.
See, I think that's the one I'm actually looking for because I see.
Yeah, the CSB is right up here, man. Where's that?
Is it CSB? Or
yeah, right there. Because CSB and CEV are they kind of coincide. They're kind of the same thing.
No, it wasn't that one. It was the actual.
Unless you can type it in on there.
Hold on.
You I can get it on the other website.
Yeah, it was a CEV. Yeah, just typing out. Hold on, wait. Just do this. Wait. Do this. Do this way. Hold on.
Yeah,
if you actually type in Jeremiah.
Oh yeah, you can get it on the other Bible Hub.
And you actually is it 19? No, it's like Isaiah 19. Like okay, so Isaiah
9 and 20.
9 and 20, and then you type in you just type in that way. Then the Bible
Hub, right?
Yep.
Right there.
And then we actually go to look for the CSB version. Bear with us, because this one is like very like fucking like this. Here we go.
CEV right there.
Yeah. I'm just waiting till this shit load up.
Okay, come on.
Okay, this one we're gonna get. So I'm gonna get a King. So
I got the
start-
King James version.
So
of
you
it.
got the Isaiah, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a Jeremiah first, real quick.
Let's
All right,
check.
so check this out, right? Check this out, right? Because this is times we're coming into. We just read how friends shall fight against another, like enemies, right?
Man,
because-
fucking friends.
Because
Take
of what?
heed, man.
Because of what? Because of lack of bread, tribulation. I think you got that. But did you get that yet? In second
Lack
Ezra?
of bread and great tribulation.
Yeah, get that real quick.
Actually, hold on, real quick, before you even read that, man.
You haven't got
real
that
quick.
yet.
No.
Get that real quick. In second Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. Is the one that they invade one of us for lack of bread, something like that.
It's probably 15.
I think it's 15.
It's
yeah,
15,
green,
yep,
green.
right here.
Yeah, get that.
Time, real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword. With the sword.
You know, with the Glocks.
With the modern day weapon, man. The modern day sword, which is Glocks. Anything that has
guns.
anything that
Firearms.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And spoil their goods because of lack of bread and great tribulation, man.
So take their resources, and the resources come in many forms: food, water, medicine, supplies,
Women.
equipment, men, women, and children. Especially women. Especially if she look good as fuck, she's definitely going to be considered as a spoil. Okay, you got
You want me to get this one?
yeah, you got
keep going down.
You got it.
This one?
Yeah.
Gone. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 20.
Oh, so real quick, yeah. Before you get that, I'm gonna get this Jeremiah chapter 19, verse 9. It says, and I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters. Cannibalism.
I was gonna say, what does that fucking sound like,
Sounds
man?
like cannibalism if you can't.
You're gonna be
eat it.
fucking eating the flesh of your children, man.
Those who you claim you love, you're gonna be eating those motherfuckers soon. Those fucking GMO babies.
Those
okay?
GMO.
Right? You're gonna be eating those fucking GMOs, those fucking gremlins, okay? And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters. And they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend. And the sedge, pay attention, in the
siege, man.
In the siege, right? And straightness wherewith their enemies, and they shall
about to go
seek
into siege right
their
now,
lies shall straighten in them. And what do siege go into? Get out.
Hey, a siege means a military operation in which enemy forces surround a town or building, cutting off essential supplies with the aim to compelling and the surrender of those inside, man.
You want to have these fucking devils that's going to use this military operation to have their troops to control what gets delivered into your city, into your supermarkets in your city where you dwell at, and it's gonna cause pretty much the famine.
It's gonna cause a prolonged period of misfortune, man.
And what's the reason behind it? To have you surrender to the fucking charagma mentioned in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 to 17. Those who receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads. All right. That's one of his methods, okay?
And that's gonna be a very strenuous fucking day, man.
So he's gonna use this tactic to let's say for an example, I'm just throwing out an example.
Speaking as a man,
as a man, to the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI W4Y, your city is going to have military troops causing your city to receive goods.
In your cities, right? In your cities, any exit that withstands the city, any exit within that city that surpasses that city to go somewhere else, bro, you're not gonna be able to fucking leave, man. You're not gonna be able to leave unless you got some credentials that allows you to surpass that fucking checkpoint. You ain't gonna be able to go fucking nowhere, man. Nowhere. So you better sit your ass tight and stay where the fuck you at.
Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble, right?
You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere, man. Nowhere.
So get that in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 20.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 20, man. And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm.
So check this out in the New Living Translation.
Real quick, man.
And we're going to get that in the...
they shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm, man.
So check this out, right? And it says in the NLT version, and we're going to get it in the... What is it? The
CEV.
CEV? I'm trying to make sure.
It should be up.
I know I saw it somewhere.
I mean, not with this one. This one doesn't have the CEV.
Oh, I think it's here. Yeah. Okay. So in the NLT version of what the brother Enum just read, NLT version, New Living Translation, right?
Yeah,
it says
right there.
They will attack their neighbor on the right and will still not be satisfied. So they're going to attack their neighbor and eat their neighbor. Cannibalism. They're going to kill their neighbor, a whole human being, eat on them, eat whatever body parts, and still not be satisfied, right? They will devour their neighbor on the left and will not be satisfied. So people are going to be eating other humans and not still be satisfied. They're still going to be hungry.
And look at this at that movie, the Book of Eli, man. They got a little small organized town, and the niggas that fucking come to the town, bro, they be asking you, let me see your fucking hands, man.
Yeah, because your hands will shake.
Because once you fucking eat human flesh, man, you're gonna be fucking tweaking, man.
You start twitching, you start shaking and shit.
You're gonna be on some shit. You're gonna be on a whole other level on some bullshit, man.
Yep.
You're gonna be on some fucking shit.
Yep. That's how you know if someone has been pretty much if someone is a cannibal.
Consumed human flesh, man.
Just look at their hands. Their hands are just twitching like fucking.
And they're not gonna even just be twitching. They're gonna have a distinct color pigment to their fingertips, man.
Yep.
Because of the fucking blood and flesh they're gonna be consuming.
That's how you notice.
They're gonna be twitching. They're gonna be twitching, and their fingers are gonna start to rot, man.
Remember how in the Book of Eli, there's a Washington, he was asking those Edomites, "Let me see your fingers."
Yeah.
Because he knew. Because
the Edomites asked him.
Yeah.
They asked him, "Let me see your hand."
Yep.
And honestly, it's crazy too. If you want to think about it, it's spiritual, man. He was the only so-called black that came into the city. They asked him to see his hand. They showed him his hand, right? He was fine, but he was the only so-called black that came into the city. And they even told him, "Well, yeah, we don't get a lot like you in here. You are an outsider. Yeah. You're an outsider."
Because everyone else was like very light complected. They look like
everybody else. Like a so-called white person in their fucking city was literally living within them, within the rule of that one so-called Edomite that was ruling that whole fucking town, man.
And he was the only one with the Bible and the understanding of it.
No, that Edomite did not have no understanding. He had knowledge of the Bible. That's why he wanted Eli to give it up to him.
He had a zeal of it.
He
had a zeal of it, but he had no understanding of it.
He had no understanding. What he wanted was to rule over the people. Yep. He said if they hear it from the book, they will fucking fall in line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, what kind of rulership is that? A fucking dictatorship, man. Yep. That's not living in peace. That's a dictatorship, man. Fuck all that. Yep. And that's what Esau Edom is trying to do nowadays, man. Today. So if you can't fucking see that, man, you fucking through, man. And you're gonna see it's coming very soon, very fucking soon, man. You're gonna see, and we're not gonna be able to be found to ask questions about what's going on. And I'm gonna be fucking happy. I'm gonna be fucking happy, man.
It says And then the T version for that, right? It says they will attack their neighbor on the right and will not be hungry. I'm sorry, and still will be hungry. They will devour their neighbor on the left, but will not be satisfied. In the end, they will even eat their own children. People are going to be eating their own children and still not be fucking satisfied.
Not be fucking satisfied, man.
Yep.
It is scriptural, man. It's gonna happen. It is soon to come to pass.
Once that squeeze come onto people, you lost all of your source of income. You have no income coming in. You probably at the point where you sold everything that you can possibly sell to be able to receive an income. Like you sold your TV, your furniture, your laptop, your electronics, whatever you can possibly sell.
Whatever you're pawning, man.
Whatever you're pawning. Yep. You're gonna sell all of it. Now you're at the point where, like, damn, I have nothing to sell.
And all you got is this fucking bullshit, minuscule money.
If you're a woman, all you have to sell is your pussy.
Yep, your fucking used ass box.
All you have to sell is your flesh, your body. That's all you have to sell.
And niggas gonna give into that. Trust me.
Yep.
I'm
mind you, and men are not even gonna buy it. They're just gonna fucking take it.
They're gonna take it. They're gonna take it. They're gonna take you with aggression. You ain't gonna get nothing out of it but fucking harm. You ain't gonna get nothing out of it but harm.
Yep. Let me get this in Matthew. We'll say the love of many shall wax cold. Because we're gonna be coming into the times where that the stress is gonna come upon people at a level where they can't really handle that. It's gonna cause them to behave a certain way that's gonna have that love be wax cold for one another. And we're coming to a society real soon where it's gonna be a lawless society.
But just think about it, man.
And because when there's a lawless society, it's not going to control chaos.
There's not going to be no law enforcement officers to fucking help you. Go ahead and try to call 911 if the lines are available. And when we say if, that means if. That means if that EMP don't fucking disrupt all electronic fucking currency, kinetic energy throughout these lines, man. That's if it doesn't disrupt that. And honestly, that's the plan. That's the fucking plan. They're going to disrupt all electronic kinetic energy throughout the fucking world, man. Throughout, honestly, Babylon itself. And you ain't going to be able to call upon no one. So while your calamity cometh like a whirlwind, you ain't going to be doing shit but fucking catching hell, man. You ain't going to be doing shit but catching hell. The fuck you think you're going to do? Call the cops?
Ain't gonna be no cops to call because you're gonna call 911. That bitch is gonna keep ringing.
Let's put it this way.
Ain't nobody gonna answer that shit.
Ain't gonna be no damn fucking electronics, man.
Even that.
Ain't gonna be no electronics. You're gonna try to call the police. You're gonna be looking at your phone like, damn, this is not working.
The phone's not even gonna turn on. It's gonna be completely dead.
So guess what? You're gonna be calling to Jesus Christ to help you. And guess
Jesus,
what? JC ain't gonna do shit for you, man.
You're gonna call him the white
man. He ain't
gonna
fucking do shit for you.
You're gonna call him that hombre gringo, the white man. He ain't gonna save you on the top of this fucking
Jesucristo, man. He ain't gonna do shit for you, man.
No Jesus Christ, no Santa Maria, no Islam,
Santa
no
Maria,
damn. No. All your false gods ain't going to save you in the time of your distress.
Man, especially Santa Maria, man. What the fuck?
Santa Maria.
What the hell y'all? What y'all got going on, man? Santa Maria? Y'all think a so-called woman God is gonna help you?
Man.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Go sit down somewhere and really learn what's truly real, man. The true powers of the universe. YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
But then again, that scripture says how it goes into how they shall not endorse sound doctrine.
Hey,
they cannot take this truth because what? It's not only sweet, but it's also bitter.
Hey, and they're not willing to absorb and oblige to this knowledge, man. They're not willing. And the fact that they're not willing, hey, guess what? We moving the fuck on because it's not of you. You can't receive it. We moving the fuck on, man. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. So, hey, you want to get that? The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. I got the other verses on here.
That's funny as hell because look, I got 24 and 12 right here.
For sure, get it. I got the other verses on deck right here.
Hey, con. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
And we're actually seeing that right now. Let's say for the perfect example, what's going on Los Angeles. You got the people going against their LAPD police officers.
Right? They so-called princes and shit.
Right? Because over there it's becoming more lawless pretty much. Over in Chicago, it became so lawless that Lightfoot had came out with a decree, a law where if you're 17 years of age or younger,
you gotta stay your ass inside. You gotta go home. Fucking mandatory curfew, man. You have to stay the fuck inside.
Because what we see that iniquity that's abounding is growing because of what the love of many is waxing cold. That
the love of many is waxing cold.
So when you go into the word iniquity, right? We're going to read it in the NLT version and then the ESV version. So in the New Living Translation, it says sin will rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. And why will sin rampant everywhere? That's going to cause the love of many to wax cold.
It's going to be a lawless fucking society, man.
Get that in the ESV version right here.
This is the ESV version. And because lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will grow cold, man.
Think of that movie, The Purge. It was a lawless society.
What happened in the fucking Purge, man? Lawlessness, man.
Within 24 hours,
niggas was killing each other, man.
The love of many just waxed cold like that.
They didn't give a fuck about one another, man. It could be their fucking neighbor that they go to their own barbecues. They invited each other. Hey, you know, how you doing? You know, nice to meet you. What's up? What's good? You go to their own house, and guess what? They're already reading you. They're like, oh yeah, these niggas is vulnerable. These niggas is weak. So guess what? When that purge happened, they done fucking assaulted their ass with the maximum fucking velocity, bro. They done came through with everything. To come and fucking kill you, man.
We come into those times, all right? We come to those times where that purge-like society is not just going to be for 24 hours.
It ain't going to be no 24 hours. It's going to be a period of time.
And that period of time can be weeks, months,
years.
We don't know how long.
We don't fucking know.
It's going to be for some time. So just imagine a purge-like society, but
honestly, look.
Let's say for 6 months, a year.
Exactly, 6 months. You know how this place will look after 6 months of a lawless fucking society, man? After 6 months, man, you looking at some shit that look like from the movie I Am Legend. Let's put it that way. You're looking at some shit like that. And it ain't gonna be pretty. Because guess what? Motherfuckers is gonna be fucking hiding. Motherfuckers is gonna be hiding. They're gonna have their own shit, but they're not gonna fucking go out in the public. They're not gonna go out into the towns and shit like that. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna be hiding because they know the love of many has waxed cold, and they know that people are gonna fucking murder them for the little resources that they have. The little resources that they have, medical, food. It don't matter what you got. Women, it don't matter. Man, bro, they're gonna come for you. They're gonna come for you, and it don't matter what you got. They finna take it.
We can end it off with this. Is Matthew 10:36. I got the other version available.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
A man's foes
shit
shall be they of his own household. We're going to go into two different versions. You want to get the NLT version and the NIV version.
This is the NLT version. Your enemies will be right in your own household, man.
Your own enemies are going to be the very people that's under the same roof that you sleep under every fucking night.
Your own enemies, man. And the NIV version goes, a man's enemies. A man's enemies, man, will be the members of his own household, man.
And why is that? When we get a scripture that actually proves that, we want to get that the book of Luke, which says, "You shall be betrayed by both your parents."
Oh man,
Betrayed.
Hey, stand fast because this is about to be harsh.
By both parents. You know, the King James version speaks loud and clear for itself. We're gonna rock out with the King James version.
Hey, let's rock out with the King James version, and we're gonna fucking roll the fuck out, man.
Matter of fact, let's get 16 and 17.
Okay,
because this is the reason why a lot of pretty much the elect are going to experience this, even those who are the 2/3, but especially of the elect. All right, you got it.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 16 and 17. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents,
father and mother,
and brethren,
brother and sister,
and kinsfolk.
Kinfolks, like let's say your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, probably know along that line, right?
And friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, man.
So some of these very people are going to cause you to be put to fucking death. Those who you love so much,
they're gonna be the ones. They're gonna be the reason why you get put into the hands of the wicked, man. And they're gonna be the reasons why you get put to death. Verse 17. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
And
who's mine, man?
What's that name?
YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man.
No other fucking names, all right?
No other fucking name.
YAHAWAH BAHASHAM
YAHAWASHI.
Not Yah, not Yahusha.
Not Jesus Christ.
Not Jesus Christ. No other fucking name. It's YAHAWAH
BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
All right. So the Lord willing, the lesson was edifying.
All
right. You know, so we're gonna close out by giving them much due praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM YAHAWAH.
In the ancient Hebrew tongue, these are the correct names of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule and teach well. Much due respect to the sincere Akim who are laboring works. And Shalom,
man.
To the Akim wa Aqua, which should be your brothers and sisters who subscribe to the truth. And as always, you know,
DTA, above ball soon, man.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Lord willing, that was edifying and uplifting in the spirit. All right, you know, keep fighting, Akim, wa Aqua. You know, we're definitely coming to the times where we about to start seeing more of the prophecies be manifested up close and personal. It's about to get real out here. All right.
And the fact that he's saying that shit about to get up close and personal, man. Hey, the scriptures say everything's about to get deep. It's about to get even deeper than that. You about to see strange apparitions. And that's a whole nother lesson for another day.
God,
hey, it's in the scriptures, man.
The brother mentioned how I want to see them get devoured by newly created beasts. God,
newly created beasts.
God, we look forward to that too. So Lord willing, we get to see that. Lord willing, we're the ones that get to see it, not the ones that get eaten by it.
Yeah, boy.
God, all right.
God.
Lord willing, so it's edifying. We close out. All right, THAWADAH for tuning in. See you
THAWADAH
next lesson.
In.
Lord
THAWADAH. Shalom.